Hi everyone, welcome to the podcast by CPS-POD. I'm Stephen, that's the Skies.
I'm Colin, CPO review.
I'm Phil, Toffees Are Us.
And we're in the Red Door Bistro in Wigan. Good hosts allowing us to film up here. So today we're going to talk about holidays and places around the world that we've been to. And any plans for this year that you got to go anywhere?
Yeah, well, summer off to Cornwall in the summer. Possibly do the Lake District again autumn time. Stayed up just off Windermere last year. It was fantastic.
Always take your drone with you?
Yeah, I did the last two holidays. Well, I only had the drone for the last two holidays, to be fair.
Yeah.
I've not been abroad for a couple of years, so I've never took a drone abroad. So I've not looked into that.
My last two abroads have been Egypt and Morocco, and they're both banned drones. So
They are, aren't they?
No drones. Not took a drone on holiday yet.
Yeah, I did Crete. I went to Crete last year. Took me a Mini 3 Pro. Flew that around there, around the seaside, around all like the coastal areas. Really nice views, nice place to view. And you look at it and you're thinking, you walk everywhere. When you see it from above, it looks so much different. Nice.
Have you put it on your channel?
Yeah, I've got it on the SS Skies, yeah.
I'll have a look.
We've got a couple of places there. I've been to Sissy Harbour, Metalla, there's Stellis, a few places really over there. But as well, I mean, taking a drone on holiday there, if you go in this country as well, there's a lot of places that you go to. And I've booked a cottage in Wales, mid-Wales, at Easter, so I'm going to go and explore around there.
Yeah. A question for you while we're talking about holiday destinations. When you do a drone video while you're abroad or over here, will you do commentary on it or just put music up?
I think music really, because you can let people know where you are, if you like, and then just let them.
I've done things like Yorkshire and things like that. I've just put music on. Maybe I wouldn't know what to talk about.
Yeah,
it's just fields and trees.
How about putting yourself on the video first so they know it's a CP overview video or they know it's a SS Guys? And I know they're on the channel, but it's just your own brand as yourself, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like putting myself on the channel. That's why I only ever put myself in the window.
Yeah, I don't put myself on, but I'm doing a podcast.
Yeah.
I'd fuck.
Yeah. Well, we know.
Yeah. Shut me up.
I'm probably a year.
Gaffer tape?
Yeah. I was probably a year in doing videos before I put myself on one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking as well, though, because when you first start doing them, you've done it yourself, you play music, don't you?
Yeah.
Because you don't know someone will like your voice or you'll know what to say, and you're thinking, well...
So my thing was when I started, because I was obviously later into doing it, I thought you guys did it so well that anything I could add to it. Well, yeah, I genuinely look up to you guys for what you've done. I thought you did it so well that anything I would add to it wouldn't be good enough, or people wouldn't want to hear what I had to say. So that was wrong. And people want to hear different takes,
Well, we're all unique, aren't we?
Yeah, because as I've mentioned in previous podcasts, I watch your channels. I know you watch mine as well, Stalkers.
Sound down.
Yeah. But we see the same people commenting on all our videos. You could release a video on Monday morning, I could release one on Monday afternoon, and you could release one on Monday evening, and the same people are still watching our videos to see different bits, or they like how Colin presents his videos, how you present yours, and
I'm trying to think of a good example.
Jürgen's on his own.
I think he watches this too.
Yeah.
I'm sure
all right.
Hi,
Jürgen. Jürgen, sorry. Jürgen. Cut that bit out.
Thanks for commenting on all our videos.
He comments on canal videos, Etihad videos, Bielton videos.
Is he Dutch? I think, isn't he? I think he's Dutch. Yeah, nice guy. I've had a few chats with him online. He seems quite nice. And he's pointed out a few things on videos where I've either got it wrong or things that I haven't been sure of what he thinks it is. So,
as well, because you look at it, it's your perspective of it. If you get it wrong, someone says this is what it is. Thank you for the information, you know what I mean? Because we don't know everything. You're seeing your take, and that's what you think it is.
No one spotted my big mistake on my yesterday's Bramley Moor dock. I went low along the north stand and all the pitch lights are all lined up along there. 2 minutes later, I'm like high again, and you couldn't see the pitch lights. I'm like, it looks like they've moved the pitch lights.
Right.
And then I went looking for them.
Yeah.
I'd already zoomed in on them 2 minutes before.
Well, you obviously didn't pay attention to my video a few days earlier because I spotted them and went, oh, look, there's the pitch lights.
Yeah, I'd already spotted them the time before,
Yeah.
and decided they were gone this time. Just when I was too high and couldn't see them.
So in terms of when we're filming abroad, what doing commentary, do you think people pick up on, oh, you've got that wrong, that, you know, buildings, different type of building, like you do on the stadium videos?
I think for abroad, you want to just see it. You don't want to hear someone. You want to just see the scenery because that's what you're looking at, aren't
I
you?
don't know if Scotland counts because I was going to do Ibrox and Celtic Park. Or Celtic Stadium.
It's Celtic Park.
It's Celtic Park. I'm going to do them while I'm there.
And if there's not, please comment down below and
tell
rip
us
us to bits.
Yeah. So I don't know whether to do commentary on them or not because generally when I do a random stadium, I just do music.
You can do it in a Scottish accent.
Get my wife to do it. She's Scottish.
But I think people engage more when they hear you with the videos. Just what I've discovered since doing my videos with just music and doing my videos where I talk on, people do engage more. So I think you should release 2 versions of the video. One with music and one with you talking.
I'll tell you a bit of a funny story saying about that. Because, as you know, my wife's a hairdresser. And what can they do?
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No hairdresser stuff. Yeah.
my wife one time said, "There's no like female drone flyers, are they?" So she said, "I'm gonna you do the flying and I'll do the talking."
Yeah.
And she just couldn't do it. It sounded awful.
Yeah.
It was just she was just so like awkward at it for someone who can just like talk to anybody and all day and every day. She couldn't do commentary.
Is it you didn't know the subject matter, or it was just the?
No, it was even like, welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoy watching me fly around the stadium. And that it would just sound like a robot.
Does it? I think like your first few times, you do feel weird.
It's the nerves as well, though. It's the nerves that you have at first.
And the fact that you're on the street by yourself, and you're like when I'm holding my camera, saying, welcome to the channel today, and today I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's as if other people are watching you, and I think
if there's people around, you wait till they're gone before you start.
Sometimes depends on how rushed I am. If I've got to get home quickly to do something, I'll just do it there and then. But it will be a shorter intro.
Yeah.
I
used to be nervous about like even taking the drone off when there's people around.
Yeah.
Wait, there's no one around. I'll take off now, and then try and get it done fast before anyone comes along and says like you can't be doing that.
So where would you like to film abroad then? Drone abroad.
Well, I'd like to go to the Funny Isles of Cornwall. Know what I mean? And fly around there. Because the scenery around there is amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get that Jones book.
Yeah.
It's in my bag. And it is Funny Isles, isn't it?
I'm not even going there.
We're not entertaining this one. We're not entertaining this one, Stephen.
But, just like scenery and just places like that. But as well, Hawaii. I'd love to go to Hawaii and fly around.
See, I'd like to do something like Manhattan.
Yeah.
Things
like that.
One of the things I like, one of my friends who watches this channel, Darren, he does videos.
One of my friends.
Yeah, I've got my friend.
Your friend.
My friend. Other than you two.
Your special friend.
Yeah, other than you two. But he does drone videos and they're really, really good. But one thing I've realised in doing my own drone videos and watching other people's videos is you need a centre of attention to look at. So I would like to do, the statue like Rio de Janeiro, and fly around that, because you've got, as well as the great scenery around, you've got a central focal point.
Yeah.
And I think that's it's one thing I've looked from watching other people's drone videos. It's nice just flying over hills and things and seeing that where you've got a focal point to go around as well. It makes the videos more interesting. That's just my personal opinion. It doesn't mean I'm right.
No, because I've done like videos in Scotland just going across the field. They're pretty boring, to be honest.
Yeah, but you can do that, and then if there's something to look at as well, take your videos across. Again, I'm not saying I'm right. It's personal preference, because somebody else could comment underneath and go, "I like videos of just people flying over fields." It's all personal preference.
All depends on the music, doesn't it, as well? Because you're playing relaxing music, and you're flying like that, and you've got scenery. You can just immerse yourself, can't you, and just be out there.
Yeah.
Take yourself away for a few minutes.
Yeah, it's interesting, just different places to be able to film. Obviously, things like, I've heard people talk about the Vatican. I've never been. I'm sure that is under massive strict access for drones. You wouldn't be able to fly there.
From what I
So you
read,
have to do something.
a lot of abroad is like no-fly zones.
Yeah.
A lot of Spain is.
Well, I was going to suggest that we all did like a road trip. The three of us all go to like Barcelona for a day, take our drones and fly on a new camp and all and do our own spin on it. But when you look at Drone Assist and how much red is actually in Barcelona, you've got no chance.
There's big airports in Barcelona. There's the airport.
There's 2 airports, isn't there?
Yeah, so probably why that is.
But it's just a shame.
Can you apply for access from the FAA?
My Spanish isn't that good. I don't know.
Well, we are leaving it to you to plan.
Yeah.
Have you got your foreign?
I have. That's why I flew in Crete. In Greece.
Yeah. Operator ID.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
French. The words.
Do you have to have a different one for abroad?
Yeah. Because we're no longer in the European Union.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
One of the great benefits of being.
You can get. Have you got French one? I've got a French one.
Yeah.
I think it's Ireland.
And Luxembourg as well.
Is it free? Yeah.
Are they expensive?
No, they're free.
Free.
Certain countries don't charge you, but some others do.
Right.
But you've just got to have a European country on it. So France, you can put the site into English.
Oh, right. So I get what you're saying now. So you can apply for France and they give you it for free, but you can go and fly it in like Germany.
Yeah.
Right.
Europe,
Clever.
Yeah.
Working the system well there, lads.
Yeah.
YouTube is your friend.
Another one I'd like to do is Monaco. You know what I mean? Because all them super yachts and things.
Yeah. When the Grand Prix is on.
Well, imagine that.
Yeah.
They have their own drones flying around, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So they'd probably take yours out.
Imagine there's no flying there.
Jammers or something, or spikes.
It's not that big though, the Grand Prix there. It's quite small and compact.
It's a street circuit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Streets.
I mean, the things like the yachts and things would look amazing to see, but I wonder how often they're in, because when we see it, we only see it because of the Grand Prix, so they're all going to be in. If you go like now, would they be there?
Probably empty.
No, I think we yachts there all the time. Don't you leave your out there?
All the time, yeah. Yeah, he's on a jet ski, never mind the yacht.
Cut someone here off with them yachts.
Got a rubber dinghy there.
I've got somebody say he worked on a yacht, but that's completely different. Where's your dream destinations?
Me, America. I just like America.
Have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only New York. I want to go to things like Washington and not necessarily the sort of touristy places. I watch because I watch a lot of American telly. I just want to go and see things like that where they're filmed
locations and that.
Yeah.
I like American cars, don't you, as well?
Yeah. I'd like to go to NASA.
I've been to NASA. I've been.
That's on my to-do list.
No, spectacular. I'd advise anyone to go. You see, I remember from a previous podcast one of your favourite films is Armageddon.
Yeah.
And the big building with the American flag on the side of it. Yeah. You literally cannot believe how big that building is. Yeah.
No.
It's so like we did the tour around NASA. They told us about the doors. The doors open to bring the space shuttle in. They bring the space shuttle in and then they lift it up in there and then mount it onto the tray to bring around and stuff. But those doors are that big, it takes like 7 hours to open. Now imagine you shift, you just sit there pressing the button and that's it. You know, then you have to shift, you've done what you need to say, open the doors. It's spectacular. I got to see the space shuttle the day after it had landed. So when we were there, it was planned to come down, but we were never going to go that day because it was going to be too busy because lots of tourists go and see it. So I didn't think I was going to see it. But something had happened when it had come down. It had got moisture on the tiles of the ship, and they pulled it out of the hangar to dry out in the sun. So we got shots of the space shuttle on the ground, and the tour guide might have turned around and been lying to us, but he said you'll be one of the few people on the planet to actually have shots of the space shuttle there like that. And I'd love NASA, so I'd recommend anyone to go there. And one of the funny things was, I remember driving there. We were staying in Orlando. We drove and it was on the highway. It was like 38 miles on this road off the highway, and it said just go straight for 38 miles on the sat nav, and it literally meant straight with no bends in the road. You know, I don't think Americans know how to make a bend in a road.
Or roundabouts.
Yeah, they don't know how to do roundabouts.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the camber on the roads is so steep over there because of the rainfall. So you drive along, you're constantly just drifting off to the, I think it was the left.
Yeah. My auntie used to live in Australia, and that was similar. That on just a huge long straight road, and when they used to see the dot in the distance, that was the school. That was the school bus. When she could see the dot, she got my cousins up, and then then it was like 35 minutes later, the bus would turn up.
I mean, we don't realise how small and compact we are as a nation.
No,
maybe,
it's congested as well, isn't it?
You know, like, for us driving to London, like obviously go and pick daughter one up from the airport when she comes home from America, it's like 3 hours. That's just a small trip in America. It's a big thing to us. How about yourself?
I'd like to do the Pacific Highway, over in America. I'd love to drive down there. San Francisco, California, and drive all down there. I'd love that. I'll do something like that. And then you also take the drone as well, because you've got to see that footage. You see it on the telly and people flying it and thinking, I wonder if my footage would be as good as theirs.
Yeah.
Compare it and just have your memories, look back on, track your car, follow your car down.
You
know what I mean?
Things like that.
Convertible, and if your wig falls off, I'll give you a shout.
I'd love to go to San Francisco.
Alcatraz.
Yeah, I'd like to see the bridge.
Yeah.
The bridge. Do you know, strange fact I know, that bridge is the single biggest place, the single place where most people commit suicide is that bridge in the whole planet. I watched the documentary on it. It started off, I thought it was about painting the bridge, and it was basically about people killing themselves. Depressing, really. But yeah, I'd love to walk across the bridge. I'm not good with heights, so I don't know how I'd feel about it. But I'd like to go across the bridge. That'd be on one of my destinations.
Is that your favourite one now that you want to do? Your favourite destination?
America, somewhere in America. I couldn't quite pinpoint. San Francisco would be one. I'd like to go back to NASA again.
I'd love to go to Thailand as well and do like James Bond Island and things, Imagine you see the scenery there, it looks so beautiful. Just fly around that.
I think if you ask me, like, if I had a bit of time to think about places I would like to go, they would all be movie related. Yeah.
That's my usual thing. It's something I've seen in a film or on a TV series, and I want to go and see that. Yeah. I want to go there.
On a previous podcast, we talked about Star Wars. Tunisia would be on the list. Yeah. Apparently, there's not much there, but it's just to be. I've been there. I've seen
it's a hotel.
Yeah.
Skywalker House is a hotel. Yeah.
Right.
I'd like to Bond locations. Big Bond fans. I'd like.
My actual trip to New York. Our 7 days there was all based around going visiting different things that I'd seen on TV programs.
Home Alone and that.
Yeah.
I've never been to New York. I'd love to go to New York. One of the things that put me off at New York is like a lot of people, because obviously through cutting a lot of people's hair, shopping's amazing in New York. It's the last thing I'd want to do if I went to New York is go shopping. Yeah. Empire State Building, see that.
Done that. One bit of advice I can give you: never go to New York if it's snowing. That was my wife. That was my wife's sort of thing. I'd love to be in New York when it's snowing. And I think it was on the 5th day we were there, because we went in December. Yeah. And it snowed, and I've never been so cold in my life. It was down between the buildings. It was like a hurricane blowing down the streets, and it was just blowing snow across there.
And still getting steam coming up from the events on the ground as well. Yeah.
My daughter one's currently in Chicago at the moment, and she said it was -13 one day there. She said it is literally the coldest she's ever been, and that's one place I would love to go. I don't think I'd like to go in the winter but she showed me loads of the architecture from around here. The Bean, have you seen the Bean, which is looks like a coffee bean, but it's completely chrome. She showed me a great video of that the other day. It was snowing there, and because it's so shiny, the snow was just falling off. It looked amazing. It's on TikTok. That really good video. But Batman filmed in Chicago. Transformers filmed in Chicago.
Wasn't there not filmed in Liverpool as well? Batman movies. Don't
Uh,
they use Liverpool as a set, don't they, for America sometimes?
that was the latest one
Yeah.
for Batman, but the Christopher Nolan movies used parts of Chicago as Gotham.
Yeah.
So I'd just like to go see bits like that. Now, one thing New York, apparently, because I've never been, when you go there, you've never been before, but it looks like the most familiar place you've ever been because you see it so much on the telly.
Yeah, not only that, it's so easy to get around because of its streets and avenues in it. So everywhere's it's on the corner of this avenue, which you just know you just walk across and up.
Yeah.
So everywhere's easy to get to. It's
like concrete jungle, though, isn't it? Because you look up from above and you see it just roadblock, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Barcelona's like that as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another thing from above.
I've been to Barcelona, but
yeah,
I was on a football drunk trip and can't really remember much about it.
I went to Barcelona as a kid, but I'm too young to remember much of it.
Yeah.
We did go and look at the new camp, but again, I was quite young, so I don't remember that much about it.
You haven't done any lads' holidays?
No.
No, not really.
Never.
I had one lad's holiday.
I've only got mates as we
Oh, yeah.
So,
he counts us as friends.
Was it Darren, was it?
Yeah, mate Darren.
Yeah.
Maybe Welsh.
Hiya, Darren.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I had one lad's holiday, and it's in August '99. I'd never been, like I was abroad with my mates. I went to Ibiza, and funnily enough, a mad story was at the airport. I seen these two girls walking across the airport, and I thought, oh, they're all right. My mate said, yeah. So then sat there waiting, looking at the check-in desk, like delayed long times. Then they come and sat close to us and said, where are you going? We're going to Ibiza, delayed, or so are we. And then I thought, she's not very chatty. She's a snob, but not like her. So then got to Ibiza, went on holiday. Second night, mate bumps into them. She comes back, come to my apartment, got together. Holiday romance, he said it don't work. Been married 20 years.
Wow.
So
No, he's not allowed on that holiday.
Yes, that's right. I've been on one lad's holiday.
Yeah.
My thing. I'm not a big drinker, so I mean the lad's holiday thing. Everybody I know does, and it's just we just go, we just get pissed all the time.
We never look good job we're not drinkers.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, I have the odd one every now and again, but just constant drinking, it's never appealed to me. It's not that I don't drink, because I can have some good nights out and things like that, but just 24/7 drinking never appealed to me.
Well, I had a big birthday a few weeks ago, and went out with work. And like I said to you last time, I've bladdered and not been that drunk in a long while. So you sort of know your own limits, don't you? As you get older, you sort of know to calm down.
And without sounding like an old bastard, I just think of the time wasted the next day now. You
wake up at
1 hour, it's just not even the next day, it's the next 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But you wake up at 1 o'clock and think, oh, my day's gone.
Exactly. So it's just, like you say, I do drink and, do get drunk and stuff, but just a lot of drinking just doesn't appeal to me. So the lads' holiday was never a thing back then. So yeah.
So you'd never do one now, like when you're older, but not so much on the sauce.
Well, apparently all three of us are going to Barcelona.
Well, we can't fly our drone.
I think all three of our hairdressing other halves will be like, hang on, you're going to Barcelona when you watch this.
Yeah.
That's if we're lucky enough that they take the time to watch it.
They won't know.
Mine don't watch.
Don't think mine does.
Yeah. No. If you ask, how's it doing? And I either say you're like, all right. Or,
I'll have a look and say, it's not doing too bad, or it could be better.
I think it's kind of funny because my other half thinks I'm having a midlife crisis with my YouTube channel. I'm like, but people are like watching me stuff and things like that. So yeah, I find it quite amusing.
Do you have a midlife crisis?
Still having it.
The thing is, though, when you're younger, you don't have a crisis as such, but you can't afford things. As you get older, you can afford a few things. Not mega stuff, but you can start to afford. So you can buy a couple of drones, or you can buy, I don't know, watches or whatever, or if you're into shooting air rifles and different things. You know what I mean? You can buy these kind of things.
It's kind of funny because you're recently 50, I'm recently 50. Colin's just a little bit north of us. He's just a little bit north of us.
I'm nearer 50 than 60.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
But I still don't consider myself midlife. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
No, when we're getting near end of life.
yeah. It's kind of like, I don't consider myself old either.
Mm.
You know, I've been ruled out of 18 to 30 holidays,
Yeah.
I know that, but
Yeah.
I don't consider myself old.
We're closer to Saga holidays now, aren't we?
Coach trip.
You know you're old when you have Saga car
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah.
Or they get some life offering insurance. Take
Yeah.
it in touch with insurance now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't consider myself to be old, but I think it's like when I was younger, I looked up at people who were 50. They were much older than what we are.
Yeah, we're
you know.
not going after our
Yeah,
age.
yeah. So,
Now you tend to be able to do things now that you couldn't. Like,
Yeah.
I bought a 3D printer the other day.
Right.
No idea what I really need one or want one for.
Yeah.
And I even got to, after having it 2 days, thinking this is not really for me. I was going to sell it.
Yeah.
And then something happened, and I managed to draw something on one of these CAD programs and print it successfully, and it kind of sparked my enthusiasm a bit.
I've got some key rings for CPS-POD or on CP overview. Key rings,
yeah, we could be like, again, we mentioned them on the podcast, DJ Audits, where we give key rings out to anybody who
recognises
Yeah. No, I'll keep the key ring myself.
Yeah. Doing it, I've one of them key rings.
Yeah, we get 10 key rings in probably a year's time. Still got 10.
Yeah, how many got left? I've got 4. Oh, you've got 4.
Well, my one friend will have 4.
Yeah.
So you will have 9, and I'll get rid of mine one quite easily. Yeah, I mean, would you consider doing merch for the channel at some point?
That one's got to take off really first, hasn't it? And then we'll probably rebrand and change the name or something, won't we?
Yeah.
At some point.
I think we are looking at a rename of the podcast.
Yeah,
aren't
we need to. Yeah. Like I said, Crown Prosecution Service, Child Protection Service. Didn't realise about that one.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Because my channel's CP Overview and this is CPS.
Yeah.
It's mine and it's really not.
Yeah, that didn't faze me at all because we all knew what it was. But I think like when people see the name on YouTube, it doesn't describe what we are. You know, 3 grumpy bastards.
Yeah. 3 idiots.
Yeah. But it's something like draws us in. So we are workshopping at times new names and logos and things.
So if you can think of anything that you want to suggest,
within reason.
Yeah. We'll have a look at them by all means.
3 knobheads.
Yeah.
Close the channel.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, not
just don't make any more podcasts.
Yeah, not them again.
Yeah. So yes, any suggestions? And like I say, we're not always related to drones.
No,
and
it's
stuff.
not.
So it doesn't. We're trying to move away from the drone chat. Although the last 2 podcasts we just recorded have had lots of drone chat in it, but we can talk about anything. You know, football, film. So anything that's.
And also now it's out there now that I've come out, but not as being gay, but come out as being an Evertonian. I've just been a test event, so you look out for the content on that coming soon. So yeah,
that's a nice plug for your own channel, isn't it?
So now you can now say that when you talk about football, Evertonians.
Yeah, I've seen this footage. It's crap. Don't watch it.
Yeah, I've got Gillingham, and you got Everton now. So
Blue Boys podcast.
That's it. So when you were talking last time about who was most underrated player and stuff like that, I couldn't think. I was thinking of maybe Tommy Gravison on our previous podcast.
Yeah, we had underrated and overrated, didn't we? And I went Ferguson.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You might know this stat, I don't know. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has played the same amount of games and got the same amount of goals Duncan Ferguson did for Everton.
Yeah.
And yet Dominic Calvert-Lewin, by most Everton fans, is considered a little bit of a failure and Duncan's a hero.
Yeah, not a legend,
Yeah, so that's to back up why I think, Ferguson, I like him a lot and I loved him when he played for us, but I think he could have done better.
So now you've got drones now, but we didn't have them previously. Is there somewhere that you wish you had one when you went somewhere over the years?
Florida for Yeah.
Buzzing it around that space shuttle.
Yeah. Yeah. Under the radar going around. What's the little dot here?
If that would have happened, it probably would have been a two-man podcast and I'd never be seen ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think about take up the Empire State Building, as you say, doing that circle of it.
We get a boat over to Guantanamo Bay and fly it around and say, where's Phil? Where's
Yeah.
Phil?
Do you know what would be quite interesting? Going up the Empire State Building and taking it 120 metres up from the Empire State Building, having a look, the aerial view from that. But I wonder if it's
Have you
that
been in the
height.
Empire State Building?
No, been to America.
All right. The lifts in the Empire State Building are one of the scariest things. They're not outside or nothing like that, but you're watching the dial and it goes up in like tens in like a second.
Right.
And like turbo
So it's just going, it's going that fast.
Yeah.
And this was 20 years ago, so I dread to think what they're like now.
Yeah. But
Willy Wonka open the roof.
Yeah.
What the hell?
glass elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do the height. Because like I said, I'm not great with heights. So I don't know if I could do the height of looking over the edge of the Empire State.
See, back then I was fine. I never used to worry about heights or do anything. I'd have walked along the wall around the edge of the Empire State Building.
So you're not scared of heights?
I'm petrified now.
Well,
I don't know where it come from. All of a sudden, I'm there like, I won't go up a little ladder.
Well, I didn't know if I was scared of heights or not. But first ever time I was in a plane, I did a skydive. So I thought, not being in a plane before, I thought, what's so scary about that? Got a little tiny plane, went up, dressed like Chubby Brown in the yellow jumpsuit. Pilot stalls the engine, dangling out, go. Thought, wasn't training school for that. Oh shit. Went for it. So that's me.
I've done hot air balloon, I've done bungee jump, and
I
wouldn't get me near one now.
I was going to say, I know it sounds completely ridiculous to say this, but is jumping out of an airplane different height than being stood on the edge of something? You know, I get like an airplane, you're much, much higher up. But being stood on the edge of like the Empire State Building different than being in an airplane.
Well, I was
Depends if you've got a parachute.
Yeah. I was
Very
10,500 feet up, looking for a gap in the clouds, and I just stole the engine of the plane. This was a tandem one, so you're strapped to a guy, so you're there, and you're dangling out, and like, go.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do a parachute jump. I like the thought of it, but I don't know if physically.
125 mile an hour, like terminal velocity they call it. You're going and all the clouds of vapour just coming towards you. And when you pull that little tiny chute and start going up, you come down at 40 mile an hour. And like 40 mile an hour looks a bit slower than parachute. You look up and you're thinking, not come down much. But everywhere down here, like micro machines or tiny things, come down and it's so quiet.
What was the adrenaline like? Like, what was it like being sat on the edge, ready to go out of the plane?
Well, like I said, I didn't have any fear at the time, because I was 23 at the time. I think it wasn't. I thought, just go for it, you know what I mean? Done it for charity, for mental health, charity mind. And then I thought, right, go and just experience. But I wouldn't do a bungee jump. I'm more scared of a bungee jump than skydiving.
See, I've done a bungee jump.
Have you?
Yeah, now I wouldn't even get 2 steps up in the air, let alone do a bungee jump.
Yeah.
But I don't know where the fear suddenly started.
Yeah.
See, I did the ultimate sacrifice for charity, you know. You've done jumped out of a plane, which was, you know, horrendous. You've obviously done bungee jumps too.
Have you worn a Liverpool top?
No. Never. I slept for charity.
Oh, sleep out at Goodison.
Sleep out at Goodison.
I wanted to do that.
That was really good, yeah. It was a number of years ago now, before COVID. It was really cold, but I have the unique ability of being able to sleep anywhere.
Right.
And lights went out at something like 10:30. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, stretching up and everything. And everyone was like, and I'm like, you alright? And they're like, oh, I didn't sleep a wink. I was like, so I think I had about 8 hours.
Did you hear everyone snoring then? Nothing like that, or?
Well, I was asleep before everybody else, so...
That'd be me. I couldn't sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
If you two set up for 5 minutes, I'd be away here, no trouble.
Yeah.
No danger of that then.
No.
Man, you won't shut up though, so you won't be away.
You're just good these days on the podcast. It's not just me now.
The thing is, we talk about anything. You know what I mean? It's about hobbies, about interests, holidays. We'll talk about anything. And if people recommend something and say, do you know what?
Within
cover this topic.
Within reason, yeah.
I'll have a look at it for you.
I think
That's
it's,
it, right?
yeah, yeah.
So I think then we'll call time on this show. So if you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe. We'll catch one another one very soon. Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
So yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. No, a bit late now, isn't it?
No,
No, that's going in.
and that's where it's cutting.